But we really have to chug on and talk about three of the other sides who will be looking to stop Belgium from qualifying from this group, starting with Denmark. Now, they seem to have fighters here, Kiva. Some real leaders that we see at club level. Schmeichel at Leicester, the most vocal player, I feel, at the club for the Foxes. Højbjerg, one reason why Mourinho wanted to sign him for Spurs was because of his battling nature. A Poulsen up front as well. So how do you think this side is going to do? How strong are the Danes?
I think you've just mentioned there that spine, which you kind of go back to with teams like this, is so strong, you know, from Schmeichel right through. They've got so many talented defenders, Kerr at AC Milan, Vestergaard at Southampton, and obviously Andreas Christensen, who's just won the Champions League. Right through the midfield as well. Obviously, Christian Eriksen is, you know, such a technically gifted player. And I think this Denmark squad are quite technically gifted, probably more so maybe than that squad that won the Euros in 1992. So, you know, they've got that in the DNA as well. You know, Kasper Schmeichel definitely has it, but, you know, they'll look back to that time and I know that just creating something together, a squad energy can get you through right to the end. You know, you can win this thing. It's not like these clubs and these players from these clubs are coming to the national team just thinking, oh, it'll be a fun 3 games. That they're thinking beyond that. And I think Denmark are definitely, you know, they'll have their eyes on getting out of the group quite comfortably. And you know, I think when you look up front, you do see maybe there's a lack of goals there. There's not that sort of star man, is there? But having someone like Eriksen in behind, I think is important. They've obviously got Martin Braithwaite as well of Barcelona. Maybe doesn't quite fit that, but you know, he's someone who's been training with Messi week in, week out for a while now. So whether he has took anything from that, you don't know. But you know, I think they're an quietly exciting squad, I think, when you look at them. And I think they'll be enjoyable to watch. I think you tend to just watch certain teams because of certain players, and I think Christian Eriksen definitely has that, doesn't he, with Denmark?
Well, we have to discuss his form as well and his recent revival at Inter Milan, Adam, because it looked like he was going to be sold in January or loaned out. It seemed like Conte didn't want to have anything to do with Christian Eriksen, but he's now a champion in Serie A. He was getting more game time. We mentioned Hazard's form and De Bruyne's form, but what about Eriksen? How important was it for him to finish the campaign strongly ahead of the tournament?
I think so, just in terms of having that confidence. I think the other thing with Belgium is there is a real buzz. I was listening to a podcast last week with Peter Schmeichel talking to Jamie Carragher, and he was just describing the real buzz in Denmark about having a couple of the group games in Copenhagen. I think that's maybe something that everyone's forgetting a little bit, that this tournament is just a little bit all over Europe, and a lot of group games will feel like home games for certain nations. Denmark, I think, have got 2 at home. I think the Russians in the same group have got 2 at home. So I think, you know, Belgium will almost feel like they are playing away games, and they are playing away games in this group stage. So I think there's, you know, it's a little bit like the Belgian golden generation for players like Schmeichel and Simon Kjær and Christian Eriksen. It's probably their last, maybe, you know, their last shot while they're still at, you know, what they would consider to be their peak. So I think it's quite exciting for them. They've got the players obviously that you've mentioned, but also, you know, even players like Joachim Andersen, who had a fantastic season at Fulham, who Tottenham are probably looking to sign as well this summer. A couple of the players who have been fantastic for Brentford are involved in the squad. And, you know, they beat England, didn't they, just a few months ago at Wembley when Harry Maguire was sent off. I think they're going to be a really difficult team to play against, a very difficult team to beat. You know, they're always one of those teams that they're never going to go out and beat you 3-0 or really put on a show, but they're going to run you close. And I think, you know, last time in the World Cup, it was Croatia who knocked them out on penalties. And obviously Croatia got to the final. So I don't think they're a team you want to come up against.